www.readwritethink.org. And I had previously talked about it with the printing press, and I was just thinking that it would be beneficial if I would show you some other key things that this actually has to offer. This has so many interactive websites and different things that you can use that are completely kid friendly and free. Keyword here is free. So if you go up to classroom resources, you can actually search for lesson plans, student interactives, which I enjoy, mobile apps if your school is like my school and you would have a wireless building and the kids are allowed to use their phones, you could do that. There's different calendar activities. I saw a thing on here about Read Across America for Dr. Seuss. Um, there's different printouts that you can do. There's professional development activities. There are videos that you can take a look at, after school activities and resources also. If you wanted to look for something specific, like in here I typed in a timeline because I've used this as a timeline before. It is so much more user friendly than trying to use Excel in the 6th grade to show them how to do a timeline. There's a really fun and easy timeline here. But I'm going to start first with the student interactives. And from here, it gives you all kinds of things. So basically, it gives you categories of organizing and summarizing. So different things in here, you might have Venn diagrams. If you wanted to see them all, you would click on here. So you can just keep scrolling down and taking a look at some of the different things that you have. There's an alphabet organizer that gives you pages for an alphabet book. There's a bio cube that helps you to summarize. There's a circle plot. There's compare and contrast. So all the different graphic organizers that you've probably seen before are all on here that your kids can do, or you can do with your kids on a smartboard. Crossword puzzles are always great. They allow students to complete crossword puzzles on different topics and also creates and prints their own crossword puzzles. So maybe you could use this as a review and the kids could go back and create their own crossword puzzles for other people. There's cube decorators, there's doodle splash. So you would just kind of scroll down and take a look. And obviously this is one of 3 pages of all these interactives, which is kind of cool. So if we click on page 2, this is, like I said, just organizing and summarizing. There's a KWL, literacy, graffiti. So once again, just kind of going through and taking a look at everything that is given. And here's the timeline that I was looking for. This timeline is completely user-friendly. So basically, as you can see here, the kids would just go ahead and click on a part of the timeline, type in their text, put in an image. As far as social studies is concerned, kids really need to know the difference between BC and AD, and you could have them create a timeline maybe based on ancient Egypt. You could have them create a timeline based on ancient Mesopotamia or whatever you're studying, and it's a great way for them to organize their thoughts and actually create the timeline as they go. They can save it, they can print it, they can share it. There's so many options that they do have for that. There actually even is a resume that they could get on for the upper grades. There's a trading card creator. I've had students do this in the past, which basically looks like this. And if you want to get started on this, you could do it maybe on a famous person. You could have them do it on a character within a book. You could have them make their own trading card of their own, and they could be like a famous person. They would like that. So I have to enter my name. I'll enter Smith and I'll click start on here. So you could do, like I said, anything here you wanted to do. Fictional person, physical object. You could be an event, an abstract concept, a real place, a fictional place, a real person. You can pick any of these. So I guess for that we'll just do a real person maybe, or a fictional person. So we'll just say Mary. And from there, you can just go ahead and choose a type for your new card. And basically, you would type in all the different things. When did Mary live, and what was the important events of this person's life? Where did he live? An important event. What was Mary's job or work? And you would continue on there. Major events, obviously. On the back, you have development, memorable interactions, and personal impressions. And when you're all done, you would just hit finish editing. And obviously, you can have up to 8 cards in one collection, so you can group your similar cards. You could add a new card, you could start over, you could finish. Obviously, then from there, you can print, save the draft, save the final, share the final, just like all the other things that were on the printing press. If you did watch that, you can go back and start over, or you could completely exit out. So you can get as creative as you want with the trading cards, and I know that the kids have enjoyed using that also. A couple other things on here that I've used before. Let's try the next page. With some of our student interactives, obviously Venn diagrams are very good. The 3 Venn diagrams also is great for them to be able to compare and contrast not only 2 things, but a multitude of things, and then maybe all 3 things together, or things separated out from here. So Read Write Think is a great website that you can get on. You can search for student interactive stuff. You can search for lesson plans if you would want to. You can refine it by grade level. So if you wanted to go to the 6th grade, obviously you could go 6th grade. It would pull up things, but a lot of these things were used for multiple things. If you did see, a lot of them were K to 12, 3 to 12, whatever. And you can go from there if you wanted to search for something specific, like say alliteration. You could go ahead and type that in. You could search for a lesson plan based on that. So try out Read, Write, Think. I think it's definitely worth your while, not only for the interactive activities, also for the lesson plans. Thanks for listening.